Okay, so before we get into this video, in one of my last videos, I covered cut content from Skate 3. So if you want to see that, go ahead and watch it, because in this one, I will be covering some cut content from the EA Skate games. Also, massive shout out to Dice for helping me and inspiring me to make this video. So if you don't know who he is, go ahead and check him out. He has crazy EA Skate content on his channel. He has a Skate 3 iceberg, a Skate 2 iceberg, and I know you guys like that kind of stuff. But anyways, enjoy the video. So firstly, to answer the question, what is concept art? It is basically what it states. It's the concept for the art direction of a game or a movie or so on. So in this case, we'll be covering almost anything that you can think of when it comes to the development of the past EA Skate games. This will not be in any particular order, as a lot of these portfolios are all mixed together from the people who have worked on the past Skate games. So let's get right into it. Before we jump into the portfolios of this video, let's look over some videos that show early development footage of the Skate games. To provide the audience with an idea of what the game will look like in its final stages, there are rough cuts that are compiled together. In this case, this is from a sound portfolio just demonstrating what the audio will be like. However, we're not listening to just the audio. If you look at the video footage, the lighting is completely different than in the final game, as things kind of look more flat. They don't really pop out as much, which makes it more apparent that this is from an early build of the game. In this video for Skate 3, this is a perfect example of what an early build of a game looks like. Yet again, this is for sound design purposes, but we're paying attention more to the video. If you pay close attention, there's pieces of the world missing. The whole screen overall just looks very flat. And some of the clothes that the skaters are wearing in this video are actually from Skate 2, and they are not available in Skate 3. In this video, the skaters shown are actually from Skate 2, which yet again is just a placeholder because of early development. In these two clips, you can see how empty the world really was, with parts of the world missing and even some things being low poly. And just for comparison, this is what the quarry looks like, and this is what Carvatron looks like. In this footage at the University District, the map is completely different than how it is in the final game. As the stadium in the background is completely missing, there is a forest to the right rather than the university being to the right. And the strangest thing of all, there is water surrounding the triangle in the center of the plaza. This video is from an ad promoting the online for Skate 3. However, each district labeled is incorrect, and the colors next to the player names seem to be more vibrant than they actually are in the final version of the game. In this clip, if you look at the top left of the screen, you can see an unfinished animation that was used to promote Skate 2. These next two clips are for the Kill It and Owned It screen for Skate 1. But what makes this interesting is that these takes are not from the game, but they are actually animations made to create the concepts for both screens. And this will stand out if you pay attention to how the skater is grinding. This reward page was also found, but if anything is different on this screen, let me know in the comments.
Hey, you lost, you lost. What do you want me to do about it?
Well, yes, of course I can.
Right, well, have fun wandering around in circles.
This final video shows how conversations between NPCs are made. But the interesting factor about this is that the art provided for the NPCs are all concept, and some not even being used to be put into the game. Now let's get into the portfolios. Some concept art for the background of the main menu from Skate 1. The Skate 1 map, the clerk page for Slappy's, and this is how it looks in the final game for you to compare. Slappy's Lounge, with Freeway and Sammy looking completely different, and the clerk at Regs also looking completely different. A poster for a trick guide from Skate 2, signs and posters from Skate 2. Skate 3's Edit Skater screen, you can see total cash and prices of items, which were last seen in Skate 2 and not in Skate 3. The icons used for Skate 3's UI, the build layout for a quarter pipe, another concept poster, the concept for Skate 3's Etnies collab, the first create a team screen, and the concept for the Skate 3 components. You can see that the loading symbol is completely different. Here are some examples of the Skate 3 map in its early stages. You can see the wireframe of the map and images of it being completely untextured. This shows the planning that was put into creating the industrial district. such as references taken from real life, choices and examples of materials, and some feedback explaining why things need to be changed. Skate 2's creator spot, with the only noticeable difference being the thumbnail, as the image is from Skate 1. The UI for activities in Skate 2, with the placeholder image being Skate 1's Chris Haslam, Skate 2's Friendless UI, and Skate 2's skate profile. I'm honestly unsure if this was for online as it contains badges, but if this was, it would be crazy to have jams online. And the UI for Skate 2's online free skate. The concept for Skate 3's activities. Honestly, the placeholder has some goofy names. I'm unsure what the screenshot could be, but it could be service for Skate 2. A Skate 3 concept poster. The unlock screen for Skate 3, which for some reason is showing income again. Skate 1's skateboard mag unlock screen. And some more concept art for Skate 1. You may recognize some of the art shown on screen as they are in the final game. Here are some rough drafts of some locations you may recognize in Skate 1. I was unable to see any differences compared to the final game, but if you see any differences, let me know in the comments. Here is some more concept art for Skate 1, such as buildings that they want to take references from, or materials that they want to use as textures for the map. Now this one is honestly crazy. This is the original map layout for Skate 1. And as you can see, there is so much more that was on this map than there is in the final game. And here's a comparison of both maps. The left is the final game, the right is the concept. It's crazy that this game was gonna have so much more, like a university district before Skate 3, a whole dock before Skate 3 or Skate 2. This would have been one of the craziest maps that they would have made. You can really see parts of Skate 2 as well in this map. Here's more examples about the Skate 1 map of what it could have been. And from what I see, it seems way more intricate than the map that we originally have. And I highly doubt that they even created a map like this besides the concept. Here are some concepts for some characters for Skate 1. As you can see, there is no references to the characters in the final game. These are just like rough ideas from the early stages of development for Skate 1. Here's the alpha screenshots of the training facility from Skate 2. And the very last thing, the concept for the skateboard and the camera. If you guys find any more concepts or anything crazy about the Skate games, let me know on Twitter or just drop a message in the comments. I honestly didn't expect it to be this much in terms of concept art for Skate, and who knows, maybe there's more out there that I haven't even seen. And also, don't forget to follow my socials.